Ironically, this is not far from the truth. Do you believe in fate, Neo?
Fate is a power or force that some people believe controls what happens in their lives, which cannot be controlled by people. Destiny is another word that's very similar in meaning to fate, but there's a slight difference. Destiny refers to the things that will happen to someone in the future. Example, we don't know what destiny has planned for us. You can also use this word as a verb, as in, she was destined to become a singer. Now, fate is generally used to describe something negative that will happen in the future.
Well, last night we let the dice decide. Maybe we should leave it up to fate again. I love you.
Yes, we don't get married unless there's a sign.
Do you believe in fate?
Not really. I'm more of a dumb luck kind of gal.
In this clip, however, if he had said, "Do you believe in destiny?" the meaning would have remained the same. Sometimes you can use these words as synonyms.
No,
Why not?
because I don't like the idea that I'm not in control of my life.
That there's something wrong with the world. You don't know what it is, but it's there, like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad.
A splinter is a small sharp piece of material, usually wood, that has broken off of a bigger piece. It's quite difficult to remove due to it being so small. Example, I've got a splinter in my foot. Saying like a splinter in your mind is a metaphorical way to say that there's a thought bothering him.
Like a splinter in your mind, driving you mad.
To drive someone mad is to upset, irritate, or annoy someone to the point of making him or her angry or mentally unstable. Example, stop complaining, you're driving me mad.
Do you know them? That noise. It's driving me mad. That noise! We've been in the country for weeks with nothing but that noise.
Driving you mad. It is this feeling that has brought you to me.
This is an expression used when something inspires someone to take a particular action. So this feeling that there's something wrong with the world is the cause that made Neo and Morpheus meet. For example, a desire to help my community brought me to volunteer at the local soup kitchen.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
The Matrix.
Do you want to know what it is?
If your answer is yes, you're lucky. In the movie, the world where Neo thought he was living is nothing more than a virtual simulation, and the people living in it are just connected through their brains to provide energy to the system. This collective illusion is called the Matrix.
The Matrix is everywhere. It is all around us. Even now in this very room.
You probably know what the word very means and how to use it. It's commonly used to emphasize an adjective, adverb, or phrase. Example, I like your hat. It looks very good. However, very here is used before a noun to indicate that something is the right and exact thing you're talking about.
It is all around us. Even now in this very room.
If you recall, when you were little, we sat right here at this very spot. We talked about some of the problems you had getting along with the neighbor kids.
You can see it when you look out your window or when you turn on your television. You can feel it when you go to work, when you go to church, when you pay your taxes.
Taxes are an amount of money that you must pay to the government according to your income, property, or goods, and that is used to pay for public services.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
If you get pulled over, or if a police officer pulls you over, it means that you're driving a vehicle when the police makes you stop on the side of the road. By saying that the world has been pulled over Neo's eyes, Morpheus is saying that they made him look another way to distract him from something else, the real world outside the Matrix.
It is the world that has been pulled over your eyes to blind you from the truth.
In a literal way, we say blind as an adjective. A blind person is not able to see at all. However, in this sentence, it's used as a verb and in a metaphorical way. So if you are blind to or from something, it means that you completely fail to notice or realize something.
And it was my pride that blinded me. I loved you too much to see what you were becoming.
What truth?
That you are a slave, Neo. Like everyone else, you were born into bondage.
A slave is someone who, in the past, belongs by law to another person as their property and has to obey them and work for them. And they were born into bondage means that they have their freedom limited and they are prevented from doing what they want. Let's watch another example of this word being used.
Just bury me in the ocean with my ancestors that jumped from the ships. Because they knew death was better than bondage.